In this video, I'll be talking about an element that goes into many successful YouTube ads. Ask a question. Do you want some examples of this element? Do you want to discover how you can use this element in your own YouTube ads? My name is Kyle Sellerud. I'm the founder of AdLeg, a marketing agency that specializes in YouTube ads. And my team and I have broken down hundreds of successful YouTube ads, and we've identified 12 elements, 12 building blocks that make up these ads. Now, an ad isn't going to have all 12 of these elements, but these are the building blocks, and these can help guide your ad creation. You can subscribe to this channel and check out my other videos to learn about all of the 12 elements. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the ask a question element. Do you want to hear about it? Do you want some examples? Do you want me to stop asking questions now? Asking a question in a YouTube ad is a great way to keep the viewer engaged. It could be a yes/no question, a rhetorical question, or some question that gets the viewer to think deeply about something. To demonstrate this, I'm going to show you several examples of YouTube ads where the advertiser is asking the viewer a question. I don't necessarily support or endorse all of the advertisers I'm about to show you. I'm just using them because they're really good examples of how you can ask a question in your ads. This first example is an example of mostly a thought-provoking question. Let me show you what I mean.
It hit me. No, I wasn't going to become a sign spinner, but what do crazy sign spinners have to do with passive income online?
What do crazy sign spinners have to do with passive income online? It's not a question you need to answer. It's just a question he's thought about in his mind, and he's trying to get the viewer to think about that same question. It then just leads into the rest of his ad, because now the viewer is a little more engaged. This next example is an example of a power question. Now, if you saw my videos about YouTube ad hooks, you'll know that one of the hooks that I defined is the power question hook. Well, a power question makes a great hook, but it can also be used anywhere in a video, and it means the same thing. You're basically asking a question where the answer is going to be yes, and it really helps to get the viewer on your side. Let's take a look at the power question.
But wouldn't you like to have an extra couple $100,000 a year coming in working from home part-time?
Yes, again, if I'm in that market, then yes, my answer to that is yes, and that's why this is a power question. Great type of question to put in any YouTube ad. This next example is more of a teaser question. Let me show you what I mean, and then I'll talk a little more about the teaser question.
And if you've ever had a guy pull away from you when you wanted nothing more in the world than to have him pull you closer, it's probably because you asked this question without even knowing it. In fact, you probably thought asking this question was a good thing, even though you couldn't be more wrong. Again, do you know what the question is? Let me give you a hint. The question is blank you, blank me. Can you fill in the blanks?
Do you know what the question is? Can you fill in the blanks? They don't answer that question in this ad, so it keeps an open loop. It's a teaser question because you really need to click on the ad, go to the next step to have that question answered and to close that loop. The teaser question is a great curiosity-based type of question. In the next example, the advertiser asks a couple of engagement questions. Now, any question that's asked in a YouTube ad is a way to keep the viewer engaged. But in this example, really the only purpose of these questions is to keep the viewer engaged and keep the ad moving along. Let's take a look at this example.
So every single day, you're like a hamster on the wheel, reliving every single day. Can you relate? So what needs to happen for you to free yourself from yourself?
Can you relate? So what needs to happen? He asks a simple yes/no question, and then a question that leads into the next thing he's going to be talking about. Both of these questions are going to keep the viewer engaged. It's very unlikely someone is going to skip the ad right there. The next example is an example of a what if question. With a what if question, you're saying what if, and then following that up with some type of benefit or something that the viewer would want.
But what if you could ditch the typical learning curve and instead experience consistent and reliable progress
week after week and year after year.
Very straightforward and actually not too difficult to work into most YouTube ads, and very effective because it gets the viewer to start thinking about those possibilities that you are presenting to them with the what if question. The last example I want to show you today is an example of the buy-in question.
And do you want to know how you can do it too?
And that's it. That's the buy-in question. You're basically just getting the viewer's agreement to move on to the next step and start to tell them about what it is you are offering. Did you learn something today? Do you like videos like this and want me to make more? Do you like the sound of my voice?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video. And do you want my company to run your YouTube ads for you? Then I'll put a link in the description so you can go fill out our application. We'll take a look at your business and see if it's something that we can help with. Thanks for watching today's video. My name is Kyle Sellerud, and I'll see you in the next video.